Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to our Saturday edition video, which today is not going to be an upgrade commander build video. Instead, I'm going to move that on to tomorrow, being Sunday, where today will be the technically Friday highlight, though on a Saturday, as I've been gone for like the last week on a work trip, and then I worked the entire week before that, so I had been a busy bee, and because of that, you may notice my throat actually hurts a lot right now, so maybe I won't talk at length, but what I thought, because this is just following 4th of July and stuff, I realized I never did an upgrade commander build video with the Seattle, or highlighting the Seattle. I have one old video of Seattle, and I was like, you know what, let's go back and let's revisit Seattle, as I quite like playing the Worcester a lot. So many people were like, it's pronounced that way, Flimsy, it's pronounced this way, and I don't care anymore. So Seattle, much easier to pronounce. So we're gonna do a randoms battle here with the Seattle. So I think it was an asymmetric battle, so let me switch back over before I forget. Now we do need to throw a commander on, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw on my commander from the Worcester for you guys. So I'll willing to spend some elite commander XP for you. This is what I have right now in terms of a 18 point, or I guess technically a 17 point build. And kind of what I'm toying with is probably would do something like this, or you could go like this, drop the priority target, pick up focus fire training, or lengthen your consumable enhancements. So there's kind of a few things you can do, but for now this is what the commander build is going to look like. Here you can see our upgrades. If I wanted to spend the coal, I don't really play Seattle much at all. I would take Defense Radar Modification here in slot 2 instead. But otherwise, it'd be like this. Now we have the IFHE, which is really important to have on our, I think. Let me back up. Some people go for Fire Chance. Some people, like me, go for the Inertia Fused High Explosive. Because what it does is it bumps up your armor penetration capacity from 30 millimeters to 37 millimeters, and there's a lot of 32 millimeter in the game at high tier, so it's really satisfying to be able to just chew and maul through targets. Some people, when I've played Worcester, they're like, "You're playing IFHE Worcester? Like that's like, whoa!" So I don't know. Anyhow, it is weakened, so I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna take an AA combat signal. So right now you can see AA is 81, so when I take it, it'll bump it up to 83. Speed, it has us have our consumables come off cooldown that much quicker. We can have a longer lasting hydro time. So it'd be what, 100, and I can make it 110. Fires, we actually want that, or we want to reduce the chance. What is fire chance without 6%? Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just go for this. So hopefully we get a decent game here, and we should probably also use a fun camouflage. I could actually even purchase that one for 200. But I think we have some down here. We'll just use that instead. So yeah, I think that means we're set. So let's go ahead and get going. I'll talk more about the ship once we've dropped into battle. And hopefully this is a battle worth keeping and recording, because I don't want to do the Udachi experience to you guys again, because this is live commentary. So alright, so we're gonna get ready to go here. There are no CVs, so that's the first thing we're looking for. We're also top tier, so that's nice. We've got 4 destroyers, Okachav, Buffalo, so what, 1 radar, if I remember correctly. And no hybrids, and it's on the new map. So actually I don't think I've had a battle featured here on the YouTube channel yet, here on the new map, Seychelles, however you want to pronounce it. So let's move up, and I think we're going to work around this location. I often like using this little alcove here as a cruiser to kind of help cover C, especially if I have this Mahan. If he decides to go up and push on C, we'll do that. I don't like having airstrike range up. We want hydro up. Yeah, Okay, so let me just read some. This is a smaller map too, so I'm gonna read through some pros and cons from the WoW's wiki real quick. Pros: unlike Cleveland, Seattle can improve its rate of fire via or range via upgrades, decent HE penetration, and good fire chance for 52mm guns until you take IFHE. High shell arcs useful to lob shells over island cover. Reasonably good hit point pull for a light cruiser. Thick deck armor protects the rear half of the ship. Good speed, ship speed at 33 knots unmodified. Excellent concealment with all the relevant upgrades. Strong AA suite added by AA defense, or defensive AA fire. 7 different consumables, including the surveillance radar. And it sounds like there's a ship getting really close to me, so I don't want to ram. Cons quickly: extreme poor main battery firing angles, short main battery range, main battery fire rate, fire chance, penetration, and shell speeds are the same as Cleveland. Rear deck armor aside, Seattle is even more less armored than the Cleveland. Poor ship acceleration and deceleration, poor shell velocity and high arcs make long-range gunnery difficult. Requires IFHE to deal direct HE damage to tier 8 plus battleships. Plating completely lacks secondary armament and torpedoes. Defense radar only has a range of 9 kilometers. So I just wanted to get through that really quickly here as we go into the battle. Sometimes it's kind of useful. Kind of refresh yourself, you know. All right, so it has been a while since I played Seattle, but the Buffalo is moving away, which is great. I think our Mahan wants to use the island for cover, so it looks like he got spotted. He got shot at. And there's Kagero. So we're just gonna chill here for now. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Ibuki's fighting Overwatch. Looks like the Kagero eat a torpedo. Nothing's in range yet, so our range is 15.7 kilometers. As Kagero's dead, hopefully Yugamo makes it out alive, but he's taking a lot of pain for his troubles there now. I don't like building range. Yeah, that was a trade thing. I don't like building range on. Alright, see. Someone's contesting the cap. I don't like building range because, as the WoW's Wiki article stated, it just takes a long time for those shells to travel. And we should probably also pop Hydro. Oh, I think we get him here. Maybe. Oh, so close. Don't let him get away. Okay, I can't keep chasing him. Nice. So we just play patiently. That's part of the light cruiser experience, is that you just have to play patiently sometimes until things happen. So we played patiently until things happened. Now, one thing we have to pay attention for is if any of these guys back here really want to screw us up. But none of the super cruisers or battleships back there are paying attention. I think we got him. Yep. Alright, cool. Alright, let's switch focus to this guy. We're going to re-accelerate because Fletcher probably got some torps off. Maybe. Our Mahan has lived, although Buffalo's coming in on him now, so that's not good. Alright, let's be mindful where Buffalo is. Yeah, we've lost the Mahan. He might die before we even land a shot. Yeah, he really messed up. We're gonna slow down. Okay, he's already dead. Doesn't matter. We're gonna switch over to Buffalo. So it's kind of like DD death pool in the middle. Yeah, he's gonna get away. Okay, so this is a problem. So while we've kept 4 to them killing R2, they're really heavy on the D flank. And we really need to get our team to move up. You know, we could have stuck around here and probably worked on the Jean Bar or their push coming in. But my team's kind of really taking their time over here. So, I don't know. We need to move up. We can't keep sitting back here in the cap, so. So yeah, that could have been a play, but we've got all these guys down here, so they're going to make their life a pain if they try to, as they move towards C, unless they're, you know, further off back here. Yeah, let me talk more about the ship. So 15.7, our reload right now is 5.6. So like I said, gone for reload into 6 slots. We pinned 37mm, maximum 2,200 damage with HE, 3,200 with AP. So if you get like lightly armored broadside targets, you know, if it's something like Minotaur, Neptune, other light cruisers, you know, even some battleships, if you aim the AP correctly, you can get some really good, decent damage in with AP salvo. So you shouldn't underestimate the AP with these. So you do want to take advantage of that when you can. What's really great about this line is that her overall use of consumables, right? So, you know, we have depth charge airstrike, you know, we have the DCPs, our team's dying, we have, you know, the repair party, you know, we have hydroacoustic search, you know, 5-kilometer ships, 3.5 for torps, 9-kilometer radar, we have defensive AA fire, so yeah, he needs to go that way. So we have a large span of consumables on top of this 9.6 kilometer concealment. So it makes the ship really, I mean, I think it's still good in the current meta, especially when you are working along using your, you know, island cover. Maybe you're in a division with some guys who have some smoke for you, things like that. And she can really, I think she can decently hold her own in like the last half of the battle, if you are still intact by that point. So yeah, our guys are collapsing. Hawks moved over to help out, so that's good. Yeah, Jean Bar just ended up going around the island, which is smart. Now, the one thing that's going to be a pain is if the Azuma decides to just sit up here on the border. Yep. Let's go ahead and slow down. Let's let him shoot, and then we're going to open up. I think he has actually a pretty decent camo. Or perma camo. Alright, we're showing too much broadside. He's going to go this way. Let's wait. Oh, I really wanted to shoot before I opened up. So here you see those main battery firing angles coming into really bad use here. So we're only going to be able to get our front turrets off. Granted, we don't have to worry about the any torpedoes from Azuma, but you can see our if I didn't have IFHE, I wouldn't be able to get as much the big damage numbers as we're getting right now. So we want to stay angled. We'll go ahead and use a heal for now. We need to melt this guy down so we can quickly move towards C and help bring our team out. And it's really tempting, so I really want to be able to utilize my rear turrets to get more firepower, but I'm just simply not going to be able to, as frustrating as that is. So you gotta keep paying attention. When you're playing light cruiser, you really want to be paying attention to your surroundings and what's happening. Now, if he does a lot more damage to us, you know, we can just go dark, but we really need to get him off the board here. We don't want to allow him to go dark. So I'm not going to DCP, it's just one fire. You can see we're still getting fires, even though we have 6% fire chance with the combat signals I took. So I'm going to push him, because I don't want him going dark. When he's burning, he's probably going to go down here in the next salvo or two, but you know, even at 11 kilometers, we have to aim decently well in advance. Just hope our team stops dying. Okay, there he goes. Great. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do basically the same thing we were doing when we were fighting over sea. I have no idea how much health our Azuma has. We're going to try to get more positioned up over here. Now, I really want to get close to sea sooner rather than later. A safer route would be to go down through over here, but I feel okay, comfortable to move up. It just depends on how many decide to push up, and no one stepped on the cap yet, so that's useful information. And we're about to get our next heal. Okay, now probably the GIGABYTE has stepped on to the cap, so they have a div between Izuma and the other Izuma. Okay. I mean, this guy, I mean, I know I kind of pinged him to come back this way. I mean, it's a great opportunity to set up because usually they ignore you and you can get some fires off, but I just wasn't sure. And I'm wondering if our hawk is kind of too far away. Schultz is already coming. Ibuki's going to go back this way. Got to pay attention to what our team's doing. King George. Yeah, they're all still focusing on the Izuma. Now, granted, the Izuma is buying us time. Oh, I do have that to say. What? 9-6. We're going to be cheeky and get some of our guns off here. Fudge. We didn't want to see the Jean bar. That's not good. We're gonna have to dive the island. Actually, yeah, I think it's too late. Psych. Yep. I hesitated, and we suffered a lot for that. Yep, that's my bad. Maybe we play another one. By the time I realized Jean bar was there, I think it was too late. I would have disengaged this way. I didn't expect them to be pushing so strongly back up through here, so that was totally a misplay on me. So, all right, let's get another one in. Okay, so here we are continuing on. Is this me or is there more players this battle? No, I think there's still full 12 last battle. But so you got to definitely see the weakness of Seattle and Jean Bar. Like, I knew that was gonna be my biggest threat if he caught me out broadside, and he did, and you suffer. So you know, we really did well to play against the Izuma, but I messed up. I didn't expect both the Bismarck and the Jean Bar to be pushing up aggressively like that, so my bad. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. So still no CVs. Let's see, we got 4 to the north. I'm just debating how I want to play up. A lot of times this, I mean, most games, but this one particularly, if you lose C, it tends to always be the worst. Because they just have all this island cover, and then teams just seems to always fall apart. So because there's only 4 to the north, let's just go reinforce that. We'll play up around here at first. We'll have radars near B and somewhat near C. Let's see, they have Balti, a 10-kilometer radar, and they have, shoot, can't remember if this ship has radar. And then they have Nebraska, so they have a hybrid. We have a Nebraska, so they at least balance that. It's amazing. And I'm the only radar on our team. Subs. And then, yeah, we just gotta... Oh yeah, this is the battleship, right? I was thinking it was one of the new Pan American, but no, so it's just the Balti radar, so. Unless Changmu's feeling spicy. But okay, so someone's on B, so that means I want to keep my distance just a little bit more, just in case he goes aggro and pushes up. And if we do get spotted, we'll probably just go ahead and instantly turn out. But we have 2 hybrid CVs. There's the Balti. So usually I like to get to this rock. It's a very safe point. Now, I could open up on Baltimore, but with Baltimore's 200mm guns, that will not do us good. And we have a Cyclone on the way. There's Izumos, Colorado. So we're missing Pomeran. He's probably up over here. And FDG? Question mark? There's Pomeran. Okay, so our radar does not cover, of course, the entire cap. If we were Russian, we would be, but we are not. He's in a very interesting position. Okay, we're actually going to burn. I should have actually used the defense A first before popping the priority sector. So we would have done more damage, but because he's the only one that has planes that can strike us. Okay, where is he at? He's just outside radar, so we're not going to be able to do anything on him. Alright, so let's bump up a little bit and get some shots going in on the Zuma. Maybe. We could switch to Chungmu. You don't go too far. Z44 is going to do his things. Hopefully he doesn't just sit there in the channel and end up eating a bunch of torps. Let's see if we can get our rear turrets. So, when possible, you do want to find opportunities to get both of your turrets on because you're doubling your DPM, right? So, I'm going to take a blind shot. Alright, we did get a fire. Wow, Nebraska's planes are ready again. Alright, I'm gonna chill here for a moment because I think he may be coming back for us. Yeah. And, okay, Palmer just fired, so that's good for us. Because the concern was if I push out here and then I get spotted and blocked by Palmer or Azuma, so we'll reverse a bit. DCP another fire. Okay, Kitakaze looks like he's disengaged from Bravo. Don't want to accelerate out too far. So one of the things they noted with this line is that it has poor acceleration and deceleration. So we want to utilize islands whenever possible. That's kind of the defining experience of the heavy and light American cruiser line. Really, it's... Is he reversing? I can't tell. Even though we only have 6% fire chance, I mean, it's still 12 shells you're throwing, right? So... Death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, I think, yeah, he's moving forward now. He's not liking the attention he's getting from these 152mm IFHE shells. So we want to push him away. We don't want our team to feel so confident back here. He's DCP'd. Zuma DCP'd. So let's relay that information to our team. And we're going to lose our Yugamo because he came back. Unfortunate. Is Nebraska like just has a hard on? Okay. So he's turning his guns already. So yep, so I already started reversing. Because it would be bad for us. So he's got FH. Let's go pop the defensive A first. Now party sector. And shoot. I need to actually move up and help our Z44. He just effed up. Crap. And yep. If don't push up, we're gonna lose Z44, so as much as I didn't want to have to pull out like I did, but you can see it definitely cost us health, so it's unfortunate. Let's see Zuma. Let's see if we should be able to go dark here. There's Palmerin with the AP. We won't. Yeah, there we go. Did he just switch to AP? Oh, thank goodness he's only firing high explosive. Ah! Man, this Kitakaze player. Crap. I'm like literally right here and I'm useless. Okay, some hits. Whew. That's close. Okay, Chungmu's the north. And we're gonna use defensive A again. We don't want to pull out because Nebraska will have a shot on us if we do. Really annoying. But we don't need to let the fires burn, so. And we should be able to stay dark here. Unless for some reason the Chungmu spotted us from behind, but. Now that both of our DDs have control of the middle, that's helpful. Although I'm kind of more needed actually down south now. And we're going to lose sight on this Izumo in a moment. So that's a bit unfortunate. Now it looks like my team is running from the Chungmu up north. And we can't have both flanks collapse. Like that's non-negotiable. I wonder how much health that Chungmu. HP on Chungmu? Question mark. Yep. Okay, he's up north. I really hope Palmer's not pushing up. Yeah, you can see Shimanto's just like, he doesn't want to deal with it. Yep, crap they are. But we have 8 kilometer cyclone, so that's going to be helpful for us. Okay, now he's going to pick up that we're here. So, shoot, we lost our Fletcher. And, yep, I think we got him. Wow, that was terrible aim. He's probably dumped torps already. I think we can find the gap. Well, I can't chase him. Yeah, but she found his AP button. Yep, that's the experience. Ugh, man. Now Shimanto decides to push up and help with Chungmu. Of course he does. Of course he does. Yeah, okay, I think we're just gonna cap that on the head, so. But live commentary, you know, there's not always going to be these amazing wins. You know, I do not perform super unicum at all times. And you get to see the ship in action. You get to see the strengths. You get to see the weaknesses. At least we went over those things. So we'll just go ahead and we'll go back to port. So that's the Seattle. So following Independence Day, yeah, I think making a critique from one of the things I said earlier, it really, it's just that really it has really poor forward firing angles. So that's really its challenge. And the ship, Wooster is like better because she's got better DPM, better agility, all these things. Seattle is just okay. And I give my final thoughts on it. I mean, this was one of the first cruiser lines, one of the first 2 that I went up. But it's okay. But just it wasn't probably, she's not what she used to be in her glory days, I would say. You saw how much we got punished as soon as we got spotted, and then, you know, trying to help our DD players. So we were trying to help, but we lost a massive chunk of health there. So, all right, I'm not gonna drag the video any longer. So that is the highlight for today's video. Maybe I'll play more throughout with Seattle during this week, and maybe I get a good battle that I can just feature. Just revisiting the ship since it's been so long since I've played her, and we can even see what did we end up on. Yeah, second on the team. Shocker. Did we even win our first battle? Yeah, we did. Pog. Our team pulled that one. Yeah, 5th on the team. So, yeah, it's better than nothing. So, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you subscribe, thanks so much. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.